I'm cheating on my husband, and I finally have the balls to tell the world. I told him, and of course, he didn't handle it how we would want him to handle it. But
How would you want him to handle it? How did she expect him to handle it?
I mean, it's what he is expected to do. So, anyways, I wanted to come on here to tell the whole story of how it all happened,
Why?
what's going on, who it is, all of that. So, first, I want to start by saying I don't promote cheating on your spouse. It's definitely not something, that we should be doing as women. It's negatively looked upon. So don't take this video as that. And if it's a trigger, I'm sorry. But it all started. So I started having a friendship with this particular person.
Of course.
And it's actually a friend of my husband as well. And we just have been hanging out around him a lot lately. We started out with just simple conversation, like we were friends, but we ended up kind of pushing it past that a little, not a little. I'll get into how far.
You let him bust your cheeks.
But we ended up kind of like secretly seeing each other, trying to find ways to see each other, and doing that behind my husband's back.
All these women who think that, because if you read
my husband,
if you read the beginning of this video, it says, sometimes the hardest lessons lead to the most growth. Here's my truth. All these chicks who cheat, and they think that going online and telling the world, because that guilt is eating you up. Because I can't see any other reason other than her being a sociopath and trying to now monetize off the attention, her actually enjoying this. I mean, that's dark. Maybe, right? Can't put things past people these days. But there's also another possibility, because you see chicks who do this a lot. They cheat on their husbands, and they'll get online and tell the story in a way of like getting the guilt off them, almost like they enjoy people shaming them. Maybe enjoy is the wrong word. They're trying to punish themselves, but even that is selfish, because you're further embarrassing the man who you're in a relationship with. You may feel like, oh, now I've put it all out there. I'm a bad person. This is who I am. And you've relieved guilt. I don't sense too much guilt on her face, but we've seen this happen a bunch of times. But in the end, your husband now has to suffer, your ex-husband hopefully now has to suffer the consequences of you exposing that situation. Let's read a few of these comments. Top comment says, may this type of love never find me. May this type of love find my enemies.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Here's somebody else that says, how would you want him to handle it? Same question I asked. Someone said, I literally said the same thing word for word. Here's somebody else that says, who is we? Another person who says, who is this villain? Another person here added, how should he handle it? I'm curious. Did she respond to that? Yeah, she didn't respond to that. But she definitely, because I actually didn't start off with this video. I saw another video of her talking about how she was sending letters to him, right? Like she would send letters like she's in high school or something like that to her husband's friend. You know, even thinking of that is crazy. And he found the stack of letters that she would send, and then she ended up getting caught. Right? Evil, evil, evil stuff, if you ask me.
My husband confirms with both Guy and I, And we admitted it. We told him everything right there. Like we said, yep, this is what it is. What you're reading is us. So every time that my husband and I would joke about like me cheating on him, he's like, girl, you will be in a grave, you and whoever it is, and you're never going to leave me, blah, blah, blah. However, in this moment, he did not react that way. He did not. He reacted very calmly. Like I said, I can see that he was very hurt. Like I can see it. I know him. He's my husband. So he acted very calmly and like very mature, very demure. I don't even know if I used that correctly, but
It's confirmed this woman's a sociopath. If this story is real. If this story is real. You're making jokes.
anyways, he acted very calm and he just left. He left me there with the guy. Mind you, he's still in a towel. Left me there with him and took the two kids. We only had AJ and Aliyah with us.
He deserves so much better, this commenter says. He was probably relieved. Somebody else who says the calm leaving was the sign he's done. Somebody else who says he realized he's now free. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Wild. Yeah. Be wary, man. Be wary of women who don't see a problem with this, airing stuff on social media, who probably enjoy and wish they could get online and vent like about personal issues. The internet has never helped anyone with their personal issues. It's always, in most cases, done more harm than it's ever done good, in my opinion, for any relationship and most people out there. There's not one story that I've reported in here and talked about where going online and embarrassing your husband and your family and your children has actually helped. Now, are you doing a service to people who can look and say, oh, wow, thanks for sacrificing your image and your whole reputation for teaching people on the Coffee Pot lesson? Sure. Thank you. We thank you for your service. We thank you for your service. And here's the truth. They're not going to stop. They're not, because they don't listen. And such is the current state of the dating market. As always, guys, I appreciate you checking out another episode of the Coffee Pod. Listen, if you're soon to be married or currently engaged, remember to head to fathershaverights.com and get the #1 guide to drafting a solid and legally binding prenuptial agreement. Get it for free with offer code REVIEW. Appreciate you guys. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.